Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizzle here on YouTube, and thanks for coming back to my channel for another video, or if you are new here, thanks for being here. If you are interested, my channel focuses on eco-friendly living in all different aspects, so if you're looking to make your life a little bit more sustainable, I've got all the tips for you right here. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Today I wanted to talk about free things you can do to save the planet per se. I definitely know that in my family and just in the general public, it can often be perceived that living a more sustainable lifestyle can be expensive. And I have to admit that yes, there are areas in which you will spend a little bit more money for the more sustainable option. But in the long run, if you look at all the aspects of your life that you will change, I guarantee you that overall living a more sustainable lifestyle will save you money instead of make you spend more. At least that's absolutely how it has been for me in my experience. So let's go ahead and get into the things that you can do to save the planet for free. So number one is switch up your search engine. This video is sponsored by an online search engine called Ecosia, which is basically what you can think of as the tree planting or eco-friendly version of Google. It is completely free, which is why it's so perfect for this roundup that we're going to be talking about today. Ecosia is very careful with the people, their users, their information. I got some questions about that last time. What does Ecosia do to protect the people who are using their search engine? And I'll link below and list some information about them. They are very careful with your information, as you know other search engines are not. Just by doing what you already do, searching the internet for products or information or whatever it may be, Ecosia will serve you ads from time to time. When you click on those ads, Ecosia earns ad revenue, and with that ad revenue, they spend a large majority of it on planting trees. Ecosia has some very aggressive goals on their tree planting quotas for the upcoming years, so they are very dedicated to this cause, and it is a very easy and eco-friendly thing that you can do for free. So if you're ready to make the switch like so many from my audience already have, make sure you go down to the description, click the link, and install Ecosia today. Number two is reuse. There are so many things that you may not have thought of before that you can reuse and replace things that you would have otherwise paid money for, if that makes sense. So as I'm standing in my living room looking around trying to give you some examples, number one is I repurposed a Sriracha bottle for my hair. So I've been doing apple cider vinegar rinses for the last like half a year or so, and I basically put my apple cider vinegar into that squirt bottle so I can get it all around my scalp, so I didn't have to buy a squirt bottle from the store. That's reusing something, which makes it more eco-friendly, and it was completely free. Other examples in my kitchen are using glass jars as cups, so you don't have to buy new cups or anything like that. And now I also buy my dishwashing soap in bulk, so in a really big jug, and I reuse my old one, which is kind of a greenwashing product, but I use the bottle itself to squirt onto our dishes because I couldn't pour the whole jug of Dr. Bronner's South Suds onto our dishes. So that's just a few examples of how you can reuse things that cost no money but is helping the environment, and it's completely free and pretty easy too. Number three is walking. Very simple. Instead of taking public transit, which you have to pay for, instead of taking your car, which you have to pay for, instead of taking any other form of burning fuel, you can walk places that are close by or within, a couple miles, and save greenhouse gases and fuel, and of course money by doing so. I totally get that this isn't an option for everyone or all the time, but it is something to be conscious of. Just kind of implement that a little bit more into your regular routine. Number four is DIYs or making your own zero waste swaps. So some examples of this are turning an old t-shirt into a reusable grocery store bag. If you're trying to do zero waste the very frugal way and you don't want to go out and buy a canvas tote, reuse one of your old t-shirts and turn it into a bag. You can do this same thing with makeup remover wipes. I have a whole video on how I made makeup remover wipes from old fabric, so if you want to check that video out, link in the cards right here. Sorry, the lighting is going in and out. This is what happens when you try to use natural free sunlight to film your videos. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Number five is wash your clothing less. I know that sounds gross, but seriously, just hear me out, okay? Your washing machine and your dryer pull a lot of electricity. So if we start washing our clothing less and wait until it's actually dirty to wash it, we're saving money that way. Now it's not only free, now we're saving money. Look, I got you. Instead of washing a pair of jeans after you've worn it once when it's probably not that dirty, or maybe you wore something for a few hours, don't just chunk your clothes into the dirty clothes. Give them a couple more uses, because if they don't stink and they're not stained, what's the harm? I don't know. On top of that, you can line dry your clothes, so skip your dryer altogether. Again, this is not only free, but it actually will save you money if you make that swap. So that is number six. Number seven and number eight are either to take hand-me-downs from your friends or family, or go to a clothing swap. So hand-me-downs are obviously free. They're coming from your family. I have about a dozen pair of leggings I recently got because my sister handed them down to me. She's my younger sister, but whatever you want to call it. And I've also been to a couple clothing swaps here in Austin where you basically put your own clothing in and then you get to have some back, and it's a great way to get new pieces without spending any money. So again, completely free. Another swap that has come up in quite a few of my videos recently, but this is a free thing to do: junk mail. Stop your stinking junk mail. It is a free thing to do. It takes a little bit of time, not a lot, but it is a free thing to do that can reduce your carbon footprint and your waste. So I'll link that video up here in the cards as well. You can watch it when this video is over and learn how to stop your junk mail. What was that, number 9? I think so. Number 10 is take your own utensils from your house. So there are definitely utensil kits that you can buy. They're made of bamboo. They'll be really lightweight. They'll come in a nice little package. But if you don't want to invest in one of those, something you can do for absolutely free is take utensils from your house and put it in your bag. I have found that by carrying around my own little zero waste kit with my water bottle and my utensils has helped me reduce my waste probably the most of anything else I've done in my life. And I'm just here to tell you that you don't have to go out and buy one of those utensil sets if you don't want to pay for it. You can just bring what you already have at home. Number 11 is one that you've probably heard a lot recently. It has been a very hot topic, but it is refusing straws. You know, we talk about eco-friendly living as if it's something that's more expensive a lot of the times, but this is something that anyone can do. Not anyone. There are definitely people who need straws, but a lot of us can simply refuse straws. You don't have to buy your own reusable one because technically straws are not needed to drink most drinks, especially water. So that is something you can do for free. You don't have to feel obligated to go and buy a reusable straw. You can literally just refuse them. Similar thing here for number 12, but it is refusing a bag at the grocery store when you don't need it. Or actually, not just the grocery store, all stores, because I've been hanging out with my family a lot recently. I know sometimes you guys don't like when I roast my family, but they kind of build my perspective on the world. I live a very different lifestyle than a lot of people, especially my family, and so I base a lot of, my perspective on what is normal or what other people do on them. So they kind of are integral in me talking about this lifestyle. But my point is that we went shopping a lot a couple weeks ago and they bought things, and I would have to remind them, like, you don't really need a bag to carry like those 2 sweaters that you just bought. At one point my mom even told me, I'm not going to buy this if you're not going to let me get a bag. I don't know why she does that, but regardless, my point is that you don't need a bag to carry a few things. Even if you forget your grocery bag, even if you don't want to buy your own grocery bag, there are several situations in which you can just say, I don't need that. And it's completely free. And actually, same thing with produce bags. There are several fruits and vegetables that don't need bags at all in any form, such as bananas and onions and things that you don't eat the outside of. It's not going to hurt you just to put it in your cart. So keep the bags there as well. It's free. Another thing you can do which saves greenhouse gases because of the electricity and energy used to send them out, this is something that you may not have ever thought about, but stopping junk mail in your email. So unsubscribing from email lists that send you coupons or special offers or whatever it is. Unsubscribe from those mailing lists if it's not a company that you are really looking to buy from. Like, I was subscribed to a couple beauty brands and I kept getting emails from them and realizing I was just hitting delete every time I got them. So it's costing them energy to send it to me, and it's also always putting that little enticing thing in your brain to make you think you need to buy something. So not only are you directly saving carbon emissions by not having it sent, but you're also low-key stopping yourself from shopping, which we know is overall better for the environment to reduce what you produce. Regrow your produce. There are several things in your kitchen that once you cut them down to the very end, you've eaten all of what is edible from that plant. You don't have to compost it, but you can also regrow it. Just examples I know off the top of my head, like celery and green onions and just a lot of different foods like that. I think avocados and pineapples, all these things can be regrown from food scraps. So that is a free way to reduce your waste because you don't have to go out and keep buying food. Actually, that's a way to save money. Look, a lot of these aren't even just free. They're saving you money, guys. Last but not least, freeze your food before it goes bad. Celery is something that I buy all the time because I have intentions of juicing it, but then I end up not remembering to juice it until it's like almost bad. So actually you could do that too. Juice things that are going bad, freeze things that are going bad. Keep inventory of your fridge on what's going bad. It is a free way to reduce your food waste, and you can start doing that literally right now. And that's, again, that is not only free, but will save you money because you don't have to buy more food because it went bad. Alrighty guys, well thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved this video. Like I said, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're not new here, or even if you are, go follow me on Instagram because I share a lot more tips over there as well. Make sure you also Also, check out Ecosia, the free eco-friendly search engine that plants trees. I've planted over 800 trees since I started using Ecosia, so it's an amazing feeling to do good for the planet while you're just doing what you were already doing on a daily basis anyway. It's linked at the top of the description. Remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye, guys.